to find love, pop the balloon type of show. Why would you dress like that? Like, it shows that it doesn't really care much about fashion, or maybe doesn't really care much about the show. I think presentation is very important, and people tend to judge, by how you dress and address you based on that. So why would you actually come to an event like this looking that?
Nicholas, what do you do?
Mm-mm.
I'm a soccer coach slash trainer.
Nice. Why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
She looks gorgeous. Looks good in black. Love the ponytail.
Thank you.
Just looks gorgeous overall.
All right. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I think I just wasn't a fan of your outfit.
Okay.
I think that's all it
I
was.
said
I just
that.
don't. I wasn't a fan of the shorts and
Too
the. Yeah, I think
casual,
that's all it
not
was.
really,
Really, but you're a
no
handsome guy too.
effort,
I like
I'll
your
say.
cross necklace.
Appreciate.
All right. So let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello. Welcome in.
How are
What's your
you?
name?
My name's Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. How old are you?
I'm 26.
And what do you do?
I'm a VIP waitress.
Very cool. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I really like to travel. I really like.
Let's talk about what is the issue with having a job. Like, she has a job and she's actually proud of the job, for her to say, I'm a VIP waitress. What is wrong in that? Those men. And the funniest thing, when you ask about those guys, then when you ask about what they work, you'll be hearing something stupid. So get sense. So I don't like that.
Going out of the country, experiencing new places, and I really like to cook. And I'm really into baking right now too.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Okay, I really like this recipe. It's called Marry Me Chicken Pasta. I make that pretty often. I really like it.
Nice. Okay. Now,
Man, a girl that cooks, that's a big green flags. Mainly because a lot of guys like food, and like they always say, a way to a man's heart is through food. So she can cook, and she's like she said, she's starting to bake as well, and that's a good plus. I do like that though. So let's keep going.
what are some things you look for in a man?
So, number one thing is I would really like a man who has a good relationship with God, or is at least working on one. Someone who's funny, because I really like to crack jokes a lot, and someone who's definitely like loyal. I like someone who has.
So I think the issue here is this. So there could be guys that like her, and the fact that they're already asking her what she wants. She wants a guy that is God fearing, which is great. I feel like a guy that is funny, all those kind of stuff. So the thing is this: a lot of guys hearing what she wants can actually pretend to be what she's looking for, just to get to her and get her to like them or find them attractive or whatever. So I think I watched a video. I think was it. I watched a video sometime. I can't remember by who, but kind of mentioned how you can actually rephrase that word. But I'm not gonna say what she said is wrong. But I think when you're saying a man that loves God, there's a lot of people that go under the pretense of, oh, I'm a God fearing person, and they are nothing compared. Like, you get to know them and realize that they're not exactly what they say. Like, I think the most important thing is just to say, what, I want a kind person. And a kind person could be, I'm a Christian, but it's really important to have someone that is God fearing and a kind person. But I would say, yeah, be a Christian, be a genuine Christian, and be kind. I think that's one important quality that a lot of women should look for, because a lot of people just throw that God fearing thing everywhere around. Kind, God fearing person. Like a genuinely God fearing person. I think that's what is mostly important. So let's see what
Honesty.
Nice. And what are some of your deal breakers?
I don't do cheaters. I feel like that's just something like I can't really forgive.
Okay.
I don't like liars. I feel like if you lie about something small, you're gonna lie about something big. And I don't.
a cheater is a liar. You can't separate those two. If you cheat, you basically would lie. Now, basically, she's saying she doesn't forgive. I think it's always good to forgive because forgiveness is for you. But I think also, you can't separate cheating from lying. Most cheaters are dishonest people. So, um, when you say I don't do cheater, just it goes with lying. So that's the thing, and it's gonna be hard to find because man, it is crazy out there.
I don't like someone who's like not aware of their surroundings. Like when we're out, I really like feeling like protected when I'm with my man and that he's observant of everything that's going on. So if you're not, then that's a deal breaker for me too.
Okay, cool. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there, see why he ended up popping. All right, let's start with your name and age.
I'm Terrence. I'm 28.
Terrence, what do you do?
I'm a project manager for a government contractor.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Cause I know her.
Ooh.
I think she's from Florida. Am I right?
Yeah.
I ain't want to say where you work at, but I know you work at too. But I bought some bottles from you, so like I thought it'd be a little like awkward if I like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Nice
So-
to see you again.
But no, other than that though, she pressure though. Like, yeah, I see you a couple times in the O, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because you know her.
Now, is he so?
I think yes, yeah, you know her. Maybe it is possible that doesn't like what she does, but yeah, you know, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't like. You should pop your balloon. I think they don't relate. Only if he saw something I did not like. I'm not gonna judge, but basically, I don't see why you should why you should pop the balloon because you know her.
Someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's handsome. I like the outfit. It's really nice. Maybe like, I think I might be a little taller than you, maybe, but
Nah, you not.
well, in my heels,
Oh yeah, for sure.
No,
for
you're
sure.
taller than me for sure. But
Yeah.
no, you're a handsome guy. I like the outfit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's very
Then we
polite.
got to pop back here. Your name and age.
I'm Devin. I'm 30.
Devin, what do you do?
I work in cybersecurity.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The whole bottle thing, I know where my head went, and it's just not something I'm into
Okay.
as far as that goes.
Okay. So, do you get that often about,
Yeah, I feel like there is a bad stigma with, being in bottle service and stuff like that. But overall, it is just my job. Like, there's a lot of girls in the club that guys can talk to. It's not really just always the bottle girl. So I'm really just doing my job. I'm busy most of the time. So, but I like it. I have a good time, and all my coworkers are great too. So
I believe you. I'm
Yeah.
not judging in any way. It's just like
I
I'm,
like her.
I'm cool.
No, I
like,
understand.
And I live in Old Town, so in
Really?
Scottsdale, so
Oh, okay.
around all that, and it's just
Yeah.
like it's just something I kind of avoid.
I respect it,
for
it's
the
fine.
most.
I think I like the lady. She's very she's open to comments, and it's obviously that she likes what she does, and also the guy was so respectful, which I like as well. So it's okay if you don't like something or you don't want to associate yourself with something, but yeah, I do like the way he was able to talk about it, express himself, and she was able to also support that comment from him. So I basically like her. She's such a respectful, nice lady. So yeah, I think
Most part, yeah. But you look fantastic.
thank you.
and now is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's really handsome. I like your hair. It's
Thank you.
really, it's nice. I really like your jewelry. Yeah, I think he's a handsome guy.
Thank you. Then we did get another pop down over here.
I think what I noticed about her mostly is she comment more on the physical, feature. I could understand that too because she hasn't gotten the time. She doesn't have the much information right now to judge on their character or their personality. So yeah, I think it's okay if she would say, I like your hair, I like your jewelry, whatever. I like the way you dress, you're handsome. I think that's just what this round is all about. But yeah, so far it's been decent. So let's keep going and let's see what happens next.
Your name and age.
I'm DeMarcus and I'm 30.
DeMarcus, what do you do?
I'm in tech, software sales specifically.
Everybody take.
Alrighty. So why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just the nightlife,
Okay.
nightlife.
I can understand that, like, if you're trying to settle down, get married, you have to think about that nightlife, which you would want your woman to be in the house with you, but then she's out and about. But there are some professions too that kind of go with, that night duties is, part of it, like nurses, right? They have to do night and other jobs like that. So I could understand that, aside from the fact that it's night job, but it's more like nightlife type of thing where she's actually in a club or something like that. So that can be a bit tricky because, for men are more like protective of their woman, and then they would be worried that maybe somebody else is talking to their woman or whatever it is. So I can understand why a lot of men don't want to marry a bottle lady, a bottle girl. So if that's what that is called, but I get that.
All right. So you don't go out? Is that what's?
I go out sometimes, but just like working in the nightlife. That's it.
Okay. Now is he someone that's your type?
Not really. I think you have a handsome face.
Thanks.
I'm not really a fan of your jeans, I think.
It'd be like that.
I feel it though.
And I
Like,
can understand that.
but as long as that's your style, then that's your style.
Thank you.
I ain't knocking it.
I had a
I think
friend.
I'm just not a
Oh,
fan of them.
My friend
really.
told me she ain't like my jeans. too.
Really?
But these my goals.
As long as you like them,
Thank you.
there you go.
All right,
I
thank
like
you.
she's very
Okay,
respectful.
let's head on back this way.
I like that.
Whew, we've got quite a few guys here today, so let me hand you a pick. Hold on to that. And I am going to have you pop 2 balloons.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop those 2.
Pattern on the shirt. I think I won't say it's bad, but I think it's very busy. I don't really fancy that. Maybe that could be why. And I know he's wearing a white pant, kind of matching with the white on that shirt. But it's pretty weird for a tech guy. So I don't know. Let's see what she says though. Maybe she has a different opinion.
I like that she likes to cook. I like to cook as well. I love traveling. Wasn't too sure about the nightlife stuff, but I wanted to hear her out.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I think it was just like the initial attraction. I think I just didn't feel it when I just looked at the whole lineup. So I just didn't want to waste your time either. But you seem like a really nice guy.
Thank you.
No problem. You popped another one. Name and age.
My name is Bliss and I'm 28.
Guy, where are you wearing a short pants to an event like this, to a place like this? You're going to find love, pop the balloon type of show. Why would you dress like that? Like, it shows that it doesn't really care much about fashion, or maybe doesn't really care much about the show. I think presentation is very important, and people tend to judge, by how you dress and address you based on that. So why would you actually come to an event like this looking that?
Wes, what do you do?
I'm a soccer coach / trainer.
Nice. Why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
She looks gorgeous. Looks good in black. Love the ponytail.
Thank you.
Just looks gorgeous overall.
All right. And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I think I just wasn't a fan of your outfit.
Okay.
I think that's all it
I
was.
said
I just
that.
I wasn't a fan of the shorts and
Too
the
casual.
yeah, I think that's all it
not
was.
Really.
But you're a handsome
no
guy too.
efforts,
I like
I'll
your
say.
cross necklace.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Let's head on back. So we now have 5 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question to help you narrow it down.
Okay. Just to like get a feel for you guys. If we were to go on a first date, what would you plan for us to do?
Good
All
question.
right. Name and age.
EJ 28,
EJ, what do you do?
bartend, model, and I also home carry once a week.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay, I think they have similar kind of job, because I think he said he's a bartender also. So that kind of makes sense. So they will understand each other's job, each other's life. So I like that. And I also like the question she asked. Because I kind of read somewhere that the most common type of first date is coffee, kind of like low budget, but I think it's actually a good date for you to get to know the person. I feel like the second date could actually be like a dinner or something fancy, but first date being a coffee date is always good. So at least the attention could be on actually getting to know the person that you're with. And if it's not a good date, then fine, you guys can just go your separate ways. So yeah, I think I like this guy. I like this guy for her. The tattoo. I don't have anything crazy about tattoo. I don't mind tattoo, and I don't hate it too. So, but I feel like it's just the nose earring that I don't like for guys. So that's my opinion, but depends on how though. But I feel like the fact that they have similar jobs is easier, because then they don't have to over explain. They can understand each other's life and each other's job, so that can be a good thing for.
Now, if you were to plan a first date, what would you do?
I like to base it off of the person, what they like to do, but I like to do an activity. So I like going to like arcades, bowling, something that we could communicate.
I think that's a good one.
I don't like dinner for the first date.
Yeah,
To
I
see if I
agree.
actually know her. So yeah,
Yep.
I'll say that.
Dinner is always good for second
Let's
date.
go over here.
I
Let's start with your name and age.
Toby, 28.
Hey,
Toby,
that's
what
a
do you do?
Nigerian.
I'm a nurse and content creator.
Nursing content.
And if you want to go ahead and just answer a question.
So for first date, I'd probably take her mini golfing, and then after that, we probably go to like a rooftop lounge and just talk and really get to know each other.
All right. Name and age.
My name is Chris. I'm 29.
Chris, what do you do?
This guy.
I'm a software engineer, so I'm in IT.
This guy. This guy is giving me like a Playboy vibe. I don't know. He's handsome, right? Kind of like Chris Brown vibe, but he's giving me like Chris Brown vibe, as in like they look alike, facially, I would say. But I feel like he looks more like a playboy. That's just what I'm thinking. That's just my view. So I don't know what she thinks. So let's see.
See,
And what would you do for the first date?
it would definitely depend. Once I get to know her, but we're definitely gonna get something to eat. Gotta make sure we fed, and then probably do something creative, like create our own candles or perfume or something like that. Something creative like that.
Some activity. That's good.
Cool. Name and age.
My name is Kenneth. I'm 29.
Kenneth, what do you do?
I'm a music video director and a videographer.
That's good.
All right. And what if you want to go ahead and answer a question?
So you look like you like seafood.
I do.
I would take you.
That's my favorite food.
Okay, I would take you to a seafood boil.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
okay. Let's go to our last guy over here. Your name and age.
I'm Samson. I'm 28.
Samson, what do you do?
I just recently got my master's in sports management, and I work for an insurance company.
That guy's handsome.
Congrats. And if you want to go ahead and answer her question.
Depends on her type of vibe. I love like sushi. So if you like sushi, take you out to get some sushi.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something. I tend to look at people's facial expression. What I'm saying here is she doesn't really like him. I'm saying her facial expression, she doesn't really like him. And I think also maybe because he just finished school and he's doing insurance. So insurance income is, kind of fluctuate, right? Like it's just, it could be more. It's just based on and that's just my understanding about insurance type of jobs for most part. The income is unpredictable. So, and he just finished school. So I think that might be something that she might want to think about. But also what I see is her facial expression. I don't think she's going to go for. I think she's going to pop the guy's balloon. That's my idea.
I love pho. I'm a pho type of guy as well too. So take you out to pho as well. And then after, I love hookah. So I take you like to little hookah lounge, chill, get to know each other more. So just a little vibe. So yeah.
Cool. All right, let's head on back. It is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one balloon.
I said so.
Okay, so why'd you have your balloon?
I think the content creation thing for her, I think being that she is mature enough and she might be looking for something that is more on the stable side of things. So that's what I'm thinking here. Yeah, so I can understand why she chose to, pop the balloon for this one.
Unpopped.
I just wanted to get to know her. I like her height. I liked the necklace she was wearing. And yeah, I think that's the most part.
Okay. Why'd you end up popping his?
Your answer was really good. I liked everything. I think I just wasn't drawn to you. I think there was just something that was missing
It's a joke.
compared to everybody else's answers. That was it.
Understandable.
Thank you. Okay, we've got 4 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Ooh, okay. Okay, my next question is, during disagreements with your partner or your spouse, how do you guys handle them and how do you like to solve them?
How do you like to handle them? And how do you like to solve them? I think she's a very smart lady. I think she's asking a lot of good questions. All those questions are pretty important, right? Because based on their race. And I think a lot of the guys will say things that, everybody would want to hear. They won't say they are all tempered or anything like that. So they want to give the perfect answers. And I think that's something about this type of shows because a lot of people are just trying to put themselves in a good way possible so that the other person can actually choose them. But I want to applaud her on this question, also with the other questions. So she's pretty smart as I can see so far. So that's a good one actually.
Okay, let's start there. Come back. Okay. All right. During disagreements, how do you handle them and how do you like to come back?
Say my name again.
You can if you want.
Samson, 28. I'm a big communication guy, so I like to communicate right away. I'll let you get your space. You could talk it out in the group chat with your homegirls. I'll talk it out with my homeboys. Yo, she's tripping, he's tripping, blah blah, and then we could come together, talk about it, see.
So I think what is said there is okay, I'm gonna talk it. You're gonna talk it out with your own girls, and I'm gonna talk it out with my own boy. I feel like when you're in a serious relationship with a woman, As people always say, any disagreement between both of you should be between both of you. But I think that is more towards the marriage side of things. But I feel like it gets to a point where you and your partner should solve your issues together, because when you have to now take those things outside, depending on the kind of friends that you have, the kind of advice that you get depends, and also it depends on the kind of person that you are. Are you someone that is easily influenced or not? If you're someone that's easily influenced, you want to have the right kind of people around you, or else with the wrong type of friends you can easily get influenced to make the wrong decisions about something that is meant to be small and a small issue. So I feel like it's always good for you to kind of resolve issues with each other in the most healthy way. And when you start taking those information outside with your to your friends, especially if you have friends that don't really like your partner, so the kind of advice you may get may be a bit not good for a relationship. So that's something I don't like about you carrying your issues to your friends and discussing it and then coming back and making decision off of that. So that's just my own opinion though.
You yourself and then have a plan from there.
Okay.
I said it. She doesn't like the guy.
Okay, over here.
So I like to give people space because I think that gives you enough time to reflect on what's going on. So yeah, I'll just give you your space, and when it's time for us to come back and speak, hopefully we could come to an agreement and see where it goes.
Over here, let's hear from you.
So I'm Chris, I'm 29. If it was a disagreement, I'm big on communication. So, just talking it and then going to get something to eat.
Feels like food.
Last guy back here.
EJ 28. I feel like it's a case by case basis. Because I know love language. So if their love language is
Type that likes to solve it like pretty quickly.
Okay.
I don't like conflict. I don't like being angry at someone I love or care about. So for me, I don't want space. I just want to, like talk it out. Obviously, if my partner wants space, that's something we could work on and compromise with. But
Right.
that's just how I like to deal with conflict. I like to talk it out immediately and see how we could both solve it rather than just trying to figure out who's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is time to pop a balloon. Okay. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one. All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. The nightlife doesn't bother me. I think everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but she's beautiful.
Let's go ahead and have you pop another balloon.
Just one?
Just one. Unless you want to pop more than one.
No.
Okay.
Like this is hard enough.
All right.
This is literally hard enough.
Go ahead and pop that one.
Sorry, that was loud, right?
Like I said before, I knew she was going to pop this particular guy balloon. Because based on the fact that he just finished school, is in insurance, so the income is just not stable, and also the fact that he is, might be looking at working, finding a job, and actually getting his income to some point that is able to actually, have a family and stuff like that. So I think she made the right choice by popping this balloon.
Okay, so why did you have your balloon unpopped?
She definitely looks good, tall, my type, edges laid. Yeah, she's smooth. For sure.
Okay. And why did you end up popping his?
I'm not gonna lie, your answers were great. Everything was good, but just based off the other contestants.
Yeah.
I think I'm also just not a fan of like sunglasses indoors.
Okay.
I think that's also another thing throwing me off a little bit.
No, for sure.
But everything else looks nice.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got our two guys left. Guys, any questions for her? You got one? Okay. Go ahead.
do you believe in God? And do you have any kids?
Yes, I believe in God and I have no kids.
Okay.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay. You're good.
I think that's actually a big thing. Like, I think it's so common, like especially in the US, to see young guys with multiple kids with different baby mamas and stuff, just kind of drama. And I think he was really happy to hear that she doesn't have no kids or she's never been married before. Likewise, him. So I think that was a green flag for him, I believe, because you could see it from his face how he's actually smiling and everything like that. And that's kind of impressive.
Good?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay. Let's go down here. Any questions here?
What are your current priorities?
That's a good question. So obviously I work in the club. However, my current priorities right now is to get started on my master's program later this year. And also, it's funny you said health, because one of my resolutions for this year was to focus on overall health, not just physical, but mental as well. So going back to therapy, focusing on skincare, like hair, nails, body, everything.
I think it's really good to hear that she's going back to therapy. I think therapy has this shall we, among the Black community. People are starting to accept therapy, and I think it's really important because your mental health is very important as much as you're trying to build the muscles and build or tone that body. So it's good to actually focus on the mental health, especially when you're young. So I like the fact that she actually mentioned that. I think that's actually a green flag for me.
Like that. So
Okay.
Yeah. And where you say you from?
Florida,
Florida, what part?
Orlando. Where are you from?
I currently reside in Houston.
I've never been to Houston, but I heard it's fun.
It definitely is.
Okay.
Definitely is.
All right. You good?
Yeah, so
Okay. Ooh, it is time to make a decision. We have 2 guys left. You've got, to hear a little bit about them.
Yeah.
But it is now time to pop a balloon. All right. So why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Observation. I feel like I said before, I feel like that guy is the best match for her, and I think she was actually hoping or thinking to go with him. But in popping the balloon is just because if based on the fact that based on the way she spoke with the other guy, it could sense that maybe she would go with him, and that's why he popped this balloon. More like like he's feeling maybe it's should I call intimidated or insecure about that? But they would have been a great match because they have similar lifestyle, or maybe they might not also be a great match because both people working having like a nightlife type of job may not be ideal, especially if you're raising kids. My only point is just that because they have similar job, they will tend to understand each other without having to explain too much. So, and that's the only thing that I could say about that. I feel like he speaks nicely, like he answered our question correctly. So yeah, and it feels like he's done well for himself as well. So he's ready to actually settle down, and that's why settling down was number 1 on his list. So that kind of makes sense. So yeah.
EJ 28. Just wasn't feeling. I was feeling her in the beginning.
Okay.
Just preference. She looks good though.
Okay.
Sure.
So what changed?
Couldn't tell you. It's just a preference thing.
Okay.
So it's really good though.
Interesting. All right then.
I can't point to one thing. Basically, I'm not gonna.
So there is something.
No, there's not one point. I can't point to one thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you say so. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, you're an attractive guy. I wouldn't have kept you this long if you weren't. Yeah.
Sure. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, let me have our guy come on up here. I'll have you scoot that way for me.
Okay.
Let me have you stand here. All right, guys. Any final questions between the 2 of you before we determine if we have a match?
you don't mind like commuting, traveling, and stuff like that, right?
No, I like to travel. So, do you?
I feel like this guy is giving that playboy vibe. Will I say is a good match for her? I don't know. I can't just judge by his facial expression at all. But for me, I feel like he's not looking like the serious type. Unfortunate. I won't say unfortunately because I don't know him. But anyway, for me, fortunately, she's going on with him, and hopefully everything works out for them, and maybe they have beautiful life ahead. So I wish them the best, regardless.
I love traveling.
Okay. You good? Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Well, then, is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match! I'll take the mic. You guys can go on up. Make some noise for them, guys.
Hey, thank you guys for joining on this episode. This is our first episode on this series. So, like you see, some found you can see that they found love, and sometimes, it could be the other way around. We've seen a lot of green flags and some red flags in there, but I would say she went with, a good, decent choice, and I just wish them the best. And keep your heart open, your standard eye, and popcorn ready for another episode next time. But I hope you guys had fun today, of fun at this episode, and I can't wait to see you again next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, because we're gonna continue to analyze different videos, and we're going to actually see you next time.